Welcome back to the Same Page Book Club. You are reading with Fran, Rhea, Gia, and Kelly. We lost Rhea for this book. That's okay. She had a crazy month. I thought maybe we were gonna get her back for this one.
No,
she had a crazy month. The stars were not aligned for her to read. Phoebe Berman's gonna lose it, but the three of us did. We finished, and honestly, this podcast episode could be 4 seconds long because it may just be Gia and I going, Kelly was right.
It's actually kind of crazy.
And I think we just ended at that.
I'm happy to make it 4 seconds long. I can't. You guys finished it before I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gia had texted me being like, have you, out of nowhere being like, did you finish Phoebe Berman yet? And when you said that, I was like, there must be either something so insane that I never saw coming, or I'm exactly right, because otherwise you would have like texted me about the book. Like we would have just waited till we saw. I can't believe how bar for bar. I swear to God I didn't cheat. I swear to God. It looks like I read ahead or something. I swear to God I didn't.
No, I
know a gay when I see one.
Yeah.
And I had the same thought. Like I was so floored that I was like, oh my God, do I text Kelly right now? But then I thought it would just be a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself.
I know. It was shocking.
It made me start like pick it up again. Like
I
was
couldn't
like,
have jumped into the Fable group faster and been like, guys, what the fuck? Kelly was right.
I know. Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, I forgot to go.
I just
in.
couldn't believe. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I totally did agree with you and thought it myself that Jonathan was gay. Mm-hmm. I just thought it was like so far fetched that him and I'm forgetting the Finn.
Finn.
Yeah. That him and Finn were hooking up. But it makes so much sense. And you're a genius because pointing out the location of where Finn lives, and then Jonathan being like a couple streets away, whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, genius.
That is
way to read into the context clues.
Yeah, that just comes deep from my stalking soul. That's just that's called. I've been there before, and I know this. I think I've seen this film before. Yeah. But no, really, like whenever they were describing that he was around the corner or whatever, and as soon as Finn had mentioned that he lived nearby, that's when I started being like, okay, maybe there's a situation.
Yeah.
What I didn't pick up on until they got to Finn's apartment and she started describing it as like clean and stylish and whatever. I said,
and he is like a woodworker.
Yeah. It was just like, it was, I was like, okay, all these like hidden hobbies, whatever. She starts describing like the scent of his bedroom. I'm like, no offense to the straight men out there, but I know very few that are taking care of their apartments in that way when they're living by themselves. Or living with a roommate.
Clearly need to be paying more attention when we're reading.
It just, and again, I hate to fall into the stereotypes, but they're really hitting us over the head with them this time around.
Yeah, I just wasn't getting it from Finn until the apartment part.
Yeah.
There was nothing
which is when it was revealed. So, we weren't really onto anything.
Yeah.
Until it got to the apartment part where she was like, this is Jonathan's sweater.
Yes.
I think
her finding a shirt underneath the bed, that was a little crazy. I was like, maybe she'll... When she first said that she could smell his cologne, I was like, okay, here we go. And I was like, he's clearly been here. He was just here or whatever. And then I thought maybe they were friends. Like I tried to almost walk myself back in that prediction, but I did not clock Jonathan being anxious about Finn coming to the trivia night. Like I knew, or I think I said he was acting weird because I thought maybe they had like matched on an app or something. I did not think that they had like already been hooking up and he ghosted him.
Which is so crazy.
That is so crazy. Yeah. And so, listen, I feel badly for Jonathan for having someone like Phoebe in his life who is so clearly like, it doesn't matter to her who you are, what you're doing. Like she seems to be a very, trying to think of the right word, like open and trusting and loving person, no matter, you know what I mean? Like she would be the last person on earth that I would like keep a secret like that from. Yeah. So it makes me feel bad for Jonathan that he really is so closeted that he couldn't even tell his like best friend and roommate who is like, she just would accept it with open arms and probably like be excited to hear about it. So you feel bad for him in that way.
And I actually had respect for Phoebe for being like, I thought that we were into each other, kind of like whatever. Like
that was hilarious.
That was super funny.
Really misread those cues.
Yeah,
totally.
I felt it was a better second half for Phoebe.
Definitely.
What did you guys think?
Absolutely.
We knew it was going to go that way because she needed that, but I enjoyed Phoebe a lot more in the
Yes.
second half of this.
Me
book.
too. Well, she had to get her shit together.
Yeah.
Which we all do.
Yeah.
Her
at a time or
anxiety was
another.
way less palpable.
Yeah.
In the second half, in a way, like I don't know, and I think it's because of like her, figuring out her life and figuring out herself, and with that, being able to like be open and honest about certain things. Because I feel like the Phoebe in the beginning wouldn't have even said to Jonathan or Finn that like she thought that there was like some sort of thing going on between them or whatever.
Agreed.
And she handled it very well, I will say. Like, I feel like it must be such a difficult thing to process, like that you're into somebody and then you find out that they don't even like girls in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, I would have, yes, you're right, Gia. Phoebe handled it really well. I would not have handled it that well. Not because of like the gay storyline. I would have been so fucking pissed that I was like stumbling over this guy and talking about I have a huge crush on him to my best friend, and my best friend's like hooking up with him. Like there's still that
right.
layer.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, okay, just because you've now come out to me doesn't negate the fact that you were like doing shit behind my
Lying to
back
me,
and whatever.
yeah.
Like that would really put me in like an antitrust
Yeah,
spiral.
that's actually so true.
Yeah.
So she really did
Which
handle it maturely.
She did, and I liked, and I wrote it down word for word what Brooke wrote in that time when after Phoebe had found out and was still grappling with her feelings, because there is that element of like, well, her friend was lying to her, all these things. But she wrote, I am a terrible friend. Worse than that, I am a terrible person because deep down I am angry. At Jonathan, at myself, at the rest of the world. I am hurt and embarrassed and so many other things that feel too difficult to process. So I don't even try. It was like, I feel you, girl.
I felt so bad when she got home from the situation and from like figuring all that out, and then she's like holed up in her room for a couple of days, like she's like asleep in her jeans and stuff. I was like, I've been there, girl.
Yeah.
What did we
She
think
threw all her books out.
Oh my God, that was awful.
Wait, and also that was like literally the sweetest thing ever of Jonathan to save the book.
Yes,
I
thank
know.
God he saved the
Oh,
books.
that,
he knows.
Yeah.
I was reading, I was like, no, not the books.
I know.
Anything but, you love those.
Love
the
the
children
books,
love the books. What did we think about the big kind of going back? Because now I'm realizing this happened before this big reveal with the wedding and and Matt being the photographer and the chaos of all that.
Yeah.
Phoebe getting too
He's
drunk.
a Matthew.
Sorry, Matthew.
Matthew.
Apologies.
I always crack up with that because
Apologies.
it's like he's so clearly a Matthew, and like they only call him Matthew in the book. Not once is he ever referred to as Matt, and I'm like, that's always deliberate when someone's a Matthew.
Yeah,
Of
like our
course.
cousin.
Yeah.
He kind of goes by Matt now.
Yeah.
But he
You
was
just don't have a
Matthew for a
choice.
very long time.
Well, it's just like when you have a parent that says, well, he's Matt.
Yeah,
he's
Matt.
Well, then you're stuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
then you're
yeah,
stuck
yeah.
like that.
The wedding.
I call him Matt because we're close personal friends.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
The wedding made me like Matt a lot. Matthew. Oh my God. Now
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
yeah.
Sorry, that's on me.
The wedding made me
No, he's a cutie pie.
like Matthew a lot more because I feel like we
too.
obviously like didn't really get to know him that well. Obviously, he was cute over text, but like sometimes men can be a little deceiving over text.
Sure.
But he was super, super, super sweet to her and really understanding. And I feel like the way that he handled her, like getting too drunk and like kind of spilling everything and trying to kiss him, and like I feel like he handled that super well. And even when she like ghosted him a little bit and didn't respond to him when he like said like, oh, can we talk about what happened, whatever, he even took that really well. Like he was so patient with her, and I feel like that just showed like how much he liked her. And like I think you said this in the first half, he sat behind her, they matched on Hinge, like all this stuff. Like he waited for so long to finally like have the chance with her. And on top of that, how he handled the whole wedding thing just really made me happy that they ended up together in the end.
Yeah,
I agree
after the
completely.
wedding situation, I was definitely rooting for him.
Yeah.
Same.
He's so
I
sweet.
thought that I was feeling so anxious for Phoebe, and once she got to the wedding around all of her family and like seeing that dynamic, and I think we said this in the first half too, that we wanted to see exactly how she became the way that she is.
Yeah.
And I think based on like her mother being so like controlling down to the point of like, we're gonna tell the photographer to edit your stupid tattoos out when it's like barely even visible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I understand her like, just general air of stress.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting to see that. And her also, like we were saying, just getting drunk, like because she was too anxious and just like drinking a bunch of champagne every time a flute walked by. She's grabbing one, and I don't know if I knew or sensed that Matt would be like the photographer of that wedding. Matthew, oh my God.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? That Matthew would be the photographer. But I thought that was a perfect twist because I don't know if we ever found out what Matthew's profession was. So they're really, or unless we did and I totally missed
Early
it.
on, I don't know
if
if we knew if he was a photographer or not.
Because that was a very clever thing.
Yeah.
I also loved two things. I loved the obnoxious aunt who kept trying to call Phoebe a lesbian.
Yep.
And her sticking up for herself finally in front of the rest of her family, and then her parents like being approving of her sticking up for herself.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a big
It
moment
was
for
just
Phoebe.
a classic, and her bringing like the other girl over, and was it just because she like had
She had
short hair or something?
Yeah,
It was
she
like,
had short hair.
Yeah.
So
She had
funny.
like a
That's
pixie
just-
cut.
Yeah.
That's
What was her, Aunt
classic.
Carol? Or Aunt
something like that. Muriel or something.
yes.
Oh no,
That's-
Muriel
that's
is the annoying
Harry
Ron.
Potter. Yeah,
It's Ron's annoying.
That's Ron's aunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Auntie Muriel.
Yeah.
She, but that part where she brings over the other girl, being like, you two will get along. The conversation that Phoebe and that other girl have around Matthew, the photographer, I think was also a big moment of growth for Phoebe because she did mention like, yeah, we've kind of been talking because like the other photographer was like, I don't know, I'm kind of into him, like whatever.
Yeah.
Phoebe was like, well, actually, and I
Yeah.
feel like in other, maybe in chapters past, she would have just folded in that moment and just kind of
let her go for it.
like become the
And then
wallflower
get, like,
that
jealous.
she's used to being.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good, maybe liquid courage, whatever, but definitely second half Phoebe is a much stronger individual, at least in my eyes.
Yeah.
I like to see it.
Yeah, shout out to her therapist.
Big time. Yeah, how about that?
She's a really good therapist, and
People
like really
like-
let her find her own way, but like with like a little bit of a helping hand.
Totally.
Yeah, and like called her like in the middle of the night
That's
that or
what I'm saying.
later.
Are you like
Yeah.
allowed to do that with
Yeah,
your therapist?
yeah.
Should I start emailing my therapist
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all the time?
Some
Like,
of my friends like have their therapist phone numbers and like we'll call them if it's like an emergency.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that feels like
I've never even asked.
Yeah. I've never
definitely
liked
think I would.
any
situation.
therapist I've ever had. I've never liked enough to be
Yeah.
like, I want to call you.
No,
Right,
me neither.
Yeah.
Until
like
now.
usually they're weird and annoying.
Yeah. Agreed.
She finds out that Finn is 24, which was a shocker for her. Like they had just not talked about age, and he was younger. But I wrote down because I was cracking up because it's such a universal experience, and I was laughing that I'm sure Brooke had the same experiences that we all did, and put it into this book. But chaperoning a middle school dance.
The grind line was cracking me up.
So
the grinding
funny. Yeah.
and the grind train.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just like
So
and like
good.
talking about how there was just one year and the teachers just didn't know what to do.
That's literally my 8th grade dinner
And now
dance.
that was just
Yep.
now they banned it. I was like, wow,
Dinner
what
dance.
a it's a
We had
what
dinner
a
dance too.
universal experience of kids our age where it was like it wasn't even a dance.
No.
There you wouldn't even turn around to see who was behind you. It
No.
was like you would look, your best friend would be across from you,
Yep.
and you'd be like, is it who I want it to be?
Yeah,
yeah.
And they'd either be like yes or like no, and they'd pull you away if it was somebody you didn't like.
Yeah.
And I had so many flashbacks.
Oh my
of
God,
like,
no.
oh my God, of like
It's so painful.
a guy coming up to one of my friends and
You
trying
grinded in St. Pat's?
and middle school, yeah,
no way.
8th grade.
I was grinding at
You
Health
gotta
Quest
leave
dances.
space for Jesus.
No, 8th grade there was a
Yeah,
8th
true.
grade there
Room
was
for
a
the
little
Lord.
You could go to
and it went into high school for me. My
Yeah.
early high school,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know?
Freshman year. and
Freshman, sophomore,
sophomore.
semi-formal?
Yeah,
Definitely,
for
definitely.
sure.
We had Health Quest.
Maybe at the
in
Corpus
Flemington.
Christi dance because sometimes
Yeah.
it's combined with the
with the
public
Corpus
school.
Christi
Yeah.
dances, and
Oh,
also
fine. Corpus
in high
Christi.
school,
Okay,
like
Shit went
sexy.
down at Corpus Christi.
Ooh, in high school, the boys' schools dances.
Oh, right.
Well, forget it.
Del
the
Barton-
Barton boys, they
Del
probably
Barton
grabbed
dances.
like
Watching. Nobody's watching.
Things were
us.
getting weird at the oratory dances.
Oh, those oratory boys probably grinded till there's
That
no tomorrow.
was, and it'd be like, we'd be like, not him, like run away. It was just actually so funny. I
That's
was
funny.
really thinking
Yeah,
to
totally.
that.
Nothing's
To
better than
that
a good
time.
grind line.
And it was funny thinking about it from the teacher's perspective, like a young teacher, because at the time you think
Well, it's
like
like-
30 years old is ancient.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to have a younger teacher and then them just being like, God, what do I do about this?
I don't know what
Yeah.
I would do. Like, I'm not a teacher, so I've not been like trained in dealing with children.
Yeah.
But even like if you're, because okay, so we had these kind of dances, not at our school, but it was like at a thing. Like a gym / like whatever
Yeah.
that they would have like teen nights.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we would go there. But it was like 6th to 9th grade. Like that there was like an age limit. Like I think
Yeah.
you couldn't be older than 16 or something. Like there was whatever. But in my head I'm like, yeah, what if you were a chaperone there? Like I don't know what I would say to like a 13-year-old girl. Like, hey girl, stop stop backing it up on that boy.
Yeah,
like that
no,
boy's
I
got a
understand.
boner in the middle of this.
You leave space
this
for
gym
Jesus.
Space.
Yeah.
True.
Leave space for
True.
Jesus.
Public school
Space
though
for
for me.
Jesus.
So
Yeah,
it's
I know. I
like,
went
how
to
do
public
I?
schools too, but they would still
She'd be
say
like,
that
too
shit.
late. I'm already pregnant.
Yeah.
No. The public school system is nice.
Oh yeah, that was so funny. I mean, I guess you just like have to be like, this is inappropriate.
Sure. Maybe it's like a come on
There was-
now.
Yeah.
Maybe you just like make
At
light
my
of
8th
it.
grade dinner dancers, there's one girl that all the guys wanted to grind with, so everyone was like trying to grind with her, so they made her sit down the whole rest of the dance.
Damn.
Honestly,
They removed
Yeah.
the problem.
Good for her.
Removed
Good
the
for
pro-
them though.
They removed the issue. Was
Yeah.
she ass in seat?
Ass
Like,
and
there's
seat, which
nothing
is
to
fine.
grind on when
Yeah.
you're sitting down.
But I honestly, good job looking out for that girl.
No,
you don't need all
seriously.
these boys grind.
Yeah.
Like, you need a
No,
grind
like-
line on you.
Yes,
run
yeah.
a grind train on you.
No, they were like
The
literally
fuck?
running a grind train.
Yeah.
That's
so they're like,
disgusting.
you gotta sit.
Disgusting.
You gotta sit this one out, girlfriend.
Teenage
It's so
boys are
funny. I love
disgusting.
that. That was cracking me up. I love that they went through a friendship move. I feel like everybody has that experience
Yeah.
where
Yes.
one of the friends in the group moves away, and you
Very,
got to deal
very
with
sad.
that.
That's when I finally felt like she was like closer to the girls.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I felt like she was having a little bit of distance with them, and I think it's because of the whole like relationship thing,
Yeah.
whatever,
Totally.
or like the whole virginity
Yeah, I just
thing.
think maybe there was not as much time to explore that, but it was missing a little bit for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh,
Like
it was just
Nora-
them saying how close they were, but we weren't really seeing it as much until the end.
until the end, until
Yeah.
like they were talking about like the photos and like seeing the picture of them like all at Disney or something together.
yeah, exactly.
Then I really felt like their connection between each other. I didn't, yeah, but like you said, I didn't
Yeah.
feel that until the end.
Agreed.
I wrote in my notes, I feel like Phoebe should have realized that Jonathan was gay.
No, it almost is like the deepest form of denial. Like
Yeah,
she
yeah,
again, like
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
feel like Phoebe's character is constantly surrounded by
Right.
by gay friends and like clearly an advocate and an
Yeah.
ally, and they're in LA and
And
they're
her
in,
family
like-
definitely didn't help. Like I feel like because her
Oh,
family
no.
all loved him so much,
Yeah.
like
Of
pushing
course
it.
not.
It was
Well,
like,
they,
oh, maybe.
they first met when he was listening to Grease in his
Yeah.
I know.
dorm room. I'm like, that's the first.
That's what I said. I think I've seen this film
That
before.
is
Oh
what
yeah,
you
your,
said.
your
That is what
sister
you
loves
said.
Grease. Yeah, me
okay.
too. Yeah.
Like no one's belting out Grease.
But I was so
You
happy
can.
by the end. I was so happy that
Yeah,
with
me too,
Matthew
me
and
too.
him
I was too.
being like, I can kind of take pictures anywhere and maybe
Yeah.
get LA, all these things. I wrote, Phoebe was cracking me up, which is Brooke's humor of like, I think they were maybe when she went to go get them water or something. She's like, I hope you like ice.
yeah. Right, like she still
Still
has
gave me
the-
so many giggles.
She still
Yeah.
has like the awkwardness to it, but it's endearing.
It
And
is
I
very
think-
endearing.
I
Yeah.
think it was who was it? It might have been Jonathan who she was like reminiscing back on a date that she went on with some guy from like an improv class, or I forget exactly the scenario.
Yeah.
But he was like being kind to her, and it was the three of them, and she went to the bathroom and had like a panic attack in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan came in to check on her and was like laughing at the state of her. And then later on, he was describing, he's like, no, it's actually like really, really sweet and endearing, like how much you work yourself up. Like as much as it sucks that you feel this way, it's not like a turnoff to people. People don't
Yeah.
think you're weird. They
Yeah.
just are like, oh, she cares so much. Like it's the opposite. And I think that maybe in the beginning, I didn't personally view it like that. I kind of, and I think partly because I've been in scenarios like that where I don't like how anxious I've gotten and how I wasn't able to follow through or whatever. But watching it from the outside, it's like, yeah, it is endearing to like
Yeah.
care so much and to think so much about other people and wanting to, give off the best version of yourself to make them like you. Like I get it. I get it completely.
Yeah, totally.
I agree. I ended up feeling like it was a sweet story. I think for a first novel, it's like well done. I think
Yeah.
it definitely. I feel like it probably could have used a little work, and I feel like Brooke could maybe will get better if she writes more books. I mean, look, she's already got this. Is already signed on for movie.
Yeah, movie.
Yes, congrats.
And I feel like it's good for a
Huge.
movie because it's not too
Netflix, I
long
think.
and
Yeah.
there's not too many like
me look.
nitty gritty details that I feel like would have to be included in like a TV show.
Yes.
I feel like there's enough. Like obviously, it's a great story, and I feel like a movie would actually be perfect.
Netflix. Yep.
Okay,
Netflix,
yeah,
right?
And
Yeah.
it's from
will do, yeah.
it's from the Nightingale producer, whoever that was.
Hell yeah.
So love it. Absolutely thrilled.
I know. I feel
Everybody's
like
commenting where should I audition.
And I
blah, blah,
kind
blah.
of like
I know.
I kind of like how with her and Matthew, she didn't lose her virginity like right away with
Yeah,
him. Like
yeah,
they waited
yeah.
a while,
Yeah.
and he was like really nice to her and like patient again. Like he's just a very patient guy and like
Yeah, sweet
understands her.
guy.
Very sweet
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Aw,
that a lot.
Matthew.
He really was adorable. Even just going off of what some of you guys were saying in the Fable chat, it was definitely a little mixed. I think some people really enjoyed it. I think a lot of people really resonated with Phoebe as well. I think that there was a lot of girls that saw themselves in Phoebe or maybe haven't seen a character like Phoebe before.
Definitely.
So they really liked it.
Honestly,
some people, some people
I think she's
really didn't like it at all. And it's, that's
I think Phoebe is probably an extremely relatable character.
Yeah,
to a lot of
like
people.
the point that you made last time, and I think you said Brooke said it, like usually the main girl character is like, beautiful and has her life together and like something goes wrong, but she like can figure it out, whatever. Like, I do feel like this is the first time I've read a book where the main character has these flaws that kind of control her life. And even though like she is like a beautiful girl, like she doesn't see herself in that way. Like she has a lot of insecurities and things of that nature. And I appreciated that because I do feel like, and especially when you read like fantasy books, which me and you both do, and you do too.
Yeah.
It's always like the skinny with the big boobs and the big body.
Always.
Perfect silver hair.
Yeah, the long hair that's blonde but silver tipped.
It's
that
like
means she's got like highlights that show she's
and like
descended from
piercing
royalty.
blue eyes. It's like, okay, great. Like, how many
Galifianus.
times do I have to hear about how skinny and perfect this girl is?
We get it. How big her titties are. Always.
Totally. It was
boobs
nice to
always so
hear
big.
somebody. It was nice to like read about somebody that like I saw a lot of myself in.
Yes. I feel like everybody was fairly middle range. I'm just scrolling through some thoughts. There's always the 5 stars and there's always the 1 stars, but it does feel like everyone's kind of in that 3-ish
I can't imagine giving this book like a 1,
range.
like giving that book of a bad review. Like
No,
it's
it's
such a
cute.
sweet-
Here's the thing. I know. I feel like a lot of people end up rating things, but then I'm always so curious for more thoughts. I find when people rate a book a really low score, they don't write anything with it.
It's like,
And then I'm like,
explain.
well, I want to know why. I know. Like,
Let us
this girl
know.
rated 1.5. I'm like, but why?
Yeah, but why?
I'm curious.
Tell me, like, give me a little description of what you thought and what you liked and didn't like.
Agreed.
Everyone's sort of in that middle range. From colorful tees to cozy sweats and trusted underwear, Fruit of the Loom has earned its reputation through consistency, comfort, and everyday ease. Even small everyday choices can add stress without us realizing it. That's why simple decisions feel so good. Especially when it comes to everyday essentials, simplicity matters. Fruit of the Loom women's underwear is one of those rare things that makes life easier instead of more complicated. It's comfortable, consistent, easy to trust. We all know Fruit of the Loom. We all know the brand. We all know we can trust. We know it has that kind of reputation. And it makes going in, picking out your underwear in the morning, opening the drawer, it's like a decision you don't even have to think about it because it's right there, ready for you to go. Fruit of the Loom removes friction from a decision you make every single morning. And when a brand can make things simpler, it earns your trust. Fruit of the Loom proves that simple feels really good. Simple decisions just hit different, and this one is easy. Fruit of the Loom has you covered with a variety of comfortable styles, from underwear to sweatshirts to sleepwear and more. So go ahead, shop now, and enjoy one less thing to think about. What would you guys want to give some reviews?
Yeah. I gave it 3.5.
Yep.
I said on Fable, my review was a super fun, cute book. I love the twist at the end. I was very satisfied. Phoebe super relatable, and her anxiety was but sometimes her anxiety was almost too palpable. I found myself rooting for her to find herself throughout the whole story. And I just felt like it was a little rocky in the beginning of the first half of the book, just in terms of like being able to read it, just because we talked about like how Phoebe's anxiety can sometimes like make me get anxious. So I was like, okay, I need to like kind of put the book down. But as it started to go, it really had a strong finish, I thought. And even though it was a little predictable in a way in terms of like her ending up with Matthew, I didn't see the twist coming at all, or didn't think that it would be that kind of twist where Finn and Jonathan were together. But I just thought it was super funny and simple and just like a good, easy read.
Love that. Love. I'm going to put it at a 3, only because I felt the same about the first half. And not because I didn't think it wasn't good. I think that it made me anxious to read, and I didn't like the way I felt while reading it, which I actually think is like a testament to her writing. I think that she is a very good writer. I'm looking forward to future stories that she publishes. Hopefully she publishes more. But I'm putting it at 3 because I predicted the whole thing. Like it seemed like a story I had seen before or had been around or whatever. And So that's the only reason why I'm doing less points. But I would say very well written, super cute. I'd probably recommend it to people younger than me.
Yeah.
Like I'm 35,
Yeah.
so I probably
Yep.
recommend it to like
Yep.
someone in their mid to late 20s.
Definitely.
Just like Phoebe.
I agree. I think it's definitely for that demo. I also think it's really maybe relatable for girls in their even early 20s who maybe think
Yes.
that they're
Totally.
behind or whatever, and then you read about a character like Phoebe. So I think that's true. I actually am the same as Gio, 3.5.
Nice.
Woo.
I felt the same way, that it was super cute. I thought I really enjoyed it. Kind of flew through that second half. I thought the twist was done very well, and it jumped up a little bit more for me too, because it ended with me wanting more. Like, I loved where Phoebe was in this
Yes.
place. I thought it could be a series. There could be more with Matthew. I
Definitely.
feel like there's so much more to explore in her dating life
Yeah.
now that it could be really interesting to continue to see. So I wonder if she does that.
Yeah, I would love more Phoebe Berman. Like,
Or maybe even like the
follow
other
her through
characters, like
life.
Jonathan. Like I would love like a character
Yes.
about Jonathan and Finn, or like
Yeah.
or a book about Jonathan
Yeah.
and Finn, or
Yeah.
like Meg, or which one moves? Nora.
Nora.
Like Nora's moved to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Like I think they should.
I'm
again,
into
she
the
could
universe for sure.
Yeah, I could do a
Yeah.
universe
Yeah.
for sure.
I
Wait.
agree. Is it any? Do we have any potential fan castings?
Oh,
we want to do?
yes.
'Cause of
well, wait.
now we know for sure.
Before we do fan cast,
Yes.
I wanted to shout out to the moment where Phoebe is in Jonathan's office and they're like talking, and she runs into the girl. She like, what's her name?
Oh, yeah,
Sydney.
Sydney.
Or
Oh,
something.
Sydney, I think.
And
Yeah.
Sydney was calling him Johnny or whatever, and she like had been so pissed and thought that she was like the other girl.
Yeah.
And then when she asked him in the office, like, so how about Sydney? He was like, oh, Johnny, and like
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
fun of
yeah,
her.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, what a validation. That
Yeah,
would make me feel
so
I
so
know,
funny.
I know. I love that too. And I'm glad that they were and now ended up being on the same page. you know?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he saved her books.
It's so sweet.
I know.
Fan
Yeah.
cast wise, maybe because just because I haven't watched the movie yet, but he's on my mind. Nick Robinson for Jonathan.
I was thinking that too.
Oh,
Fuck. But
really?
I actually thought maybe Matthew.
Ooh, he would be a great Matthew too.
Yeah.
He could be
Doesn't
either.
Ma-
He
yeah.
could be either.
I picture for some reason I pictured Matthew with like dark hair and like kind of like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. I
Brooding.
forget
Yeah.
any descriptors of these
Yeah.
characters
Yeah.
from.
for Jonathan. I was thinking Nicholas Galazine.
That's a good one too.
Yeah. That
Similar
is a good
vibes.
He's
one.
like
Love
super
him.
handsome.
Yes.
You know, ripped. And then
Totally.
for Finn, I was thinking Hudson Williams.
Ooh, great one.
Yeah.
Someone with a lot like energy. I feel like you need like a maybe I wish there was like
'Cause, like,
it
I
can't be Matt Rogers because he's a little too old, but I wish it was like Matt
Yeah.
Rogers energy,
Right.
but for Finn.
Like, see, but Matt Rogers to me is a little too like, I don't know if this is gonna sound bad, but
Like,
like
too
a little-
gay?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like
I
if
guess so,
if you
yeah.
meet Matt Rogers right away, like you'd be like, oh, he's gay.
Yeah.
Like with Hudson Williams, it's like, is he gay?
True,
Maybe.
true.
You know?
Could be.
Yeah,
that's
but
a
you
good
know,
point.
if you're a good actor, you can play
Right, no,
straight.
that's
That's
true,
true.
that's true.
And Matt Rogers is a fantastic
your
actor.
sexuality
Look at my
doesn't-
guy,
doesn't matter.
Jonathan Bailey.
Right. So true. Oh my God, so true.
Also too old,
You
but I
know,
wish
a
that
little
he
too
could
old,
be.
but
No,
yeah,
he is too
yeah.
old for sure.
Yeah.
But
I
yes.
can't picture anybody for Phoebe except for Brooke. Like I just
I
picture
know.
Brooke
I
as
I know. I
Phoebe.
always picture Brooke. I actually have a couple. I think maybe I'm between a few. I was between like a Joey King
Okay. Yes,
Ooh,
love.
good
That's actually
one.
good.
or a Haley Lou Richardson.
Good one as well.
Haley Lou would be
I
great.
think I lean a little bit more towards Haley Lou. I think because I think
Yeah.
she kind of like
she'd have to have
has
brown
that
hair. I
quirkiness.
envision
Yeah,
brown
yeah,
hair.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I this is recency bias because we were literally just talking about her, but I was thinking Mika Abdallah.
Mika could be good.
Yeah.
If can I be honest? Maybe too like
Conventionally.
like a regulation hottie. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
she's
yeah,
a little
yeah.
too like
Yeah.
like she walks in the room. She's stunning. No one would believe that no one's
Yeah,
had sex with
yeah,
her
yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah.
I feel.
No, that's super fair.
Well, the whole thing is not that guys didn't like her. It was just she was so
right.
anxious that she couldn't do it. You know
But
what I mean?
if I saw the thing and it was Mika and she walked in and she was like, oh, I just like whatever, and like
Yeah.
guys don't come up to me, I'd be like, as if, bitch.
yeah,
like, what
yeah,
do you
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You know?
I think recency bias as well, but I think I would go Nick Robinson is Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Briney is Finn.
Great Finn.
Okay.
Love it.
And Joseph Zada.
Ooh,
Who the hell is that?
cutie.
You know who he is as
You know who he
Jonathan.
is.
Yeah, he's
Hunger
Could be
Games.
good.
Yeah.
He was
That
in that
could
other
be
show on
good.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, We Were Liars. Yeah.
That could be
Who as
good.
who?
Be good.
Him as who?
As Jonathan.
As Jonathan.
Okay.
I do love Joseph Zada.
Jonathan to me is like big sexy guy.
Yeah, but he's also
Oh, I
like
don't know.
Because
Midwest.
they said he's like really tall.
West Virginia.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got to have
Joseph said, no,
you know
I'm with
that
you.
you wouldn't suspect it, but I wouldn't. I feel like I wouldn't.
I've got
you
like
know?
a sensitive soul in mind. I mean, it could be our, again, recency bias,
Yeah.
but our guy we were just talking about, Dean from off campus.
Steve.
Right.
He could be
Stevie.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joe Keery for Matthew could be a good
Oh,
one too.
that's a good one too.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
like
he's
that.
like he
yeah.
plays the guitar.
Yeah.
He could give photographer vibes for
I
sure.
like Joe Keery
Totally.
too.
Yeah,
Mm,
he's
he
so
would be a good
cute.
man.
Totally.
And then honestly, you could if I sub Joe Keery in for Matthew, I could put Nick Robinson as Jonathan.
Yeah.
You know who could be a good, I got to look her up right now, from I Love LA, a good...
Rachel Sennett?
No, not Rachel Sennett. Honestly, though,
Although
Rachel
she
Sennett
could be a good Phoebe.
Rachel Sennett could be
Sennett.
good
She honestly
Phoebe.
could, for
But who
sure.
I'm thinking of for Phoebe actually is Odessa. Odessa.
Yeah.
Azan. I feel like
Yeah.
she kind of has that energy that's anxious.
Yeah.
Like whenever I see her do anything, I'm like nervous.
but she's also one
She's
of
also
those
too
like
hot.
conventionally
Yeah,
beautiful.
like
Yeah.
I just
like when
think
I
of
saw,
girls with like
I
big
saw
frizzy
her
hair.
in I saw her in
She got big frizzy
Yeah,
hair.
I
you know?
saw her in person at the Marty Supreme stuff.
To Drop Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
like don't try and tell me you
I was thinking of
yeah.
the hair.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
the
and
hair
for
for
sure. You
sure.
could definitely do stuff with the hair. Like she has
Yeah.
big curly hair,
Yeah.
but her face is
Just
lethal.
face card don't decline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it totally is.
Yeah.
Those are all fun ones though, and I feel like Phoebe, Brooke has been having fun with it too. I've seen her like resharing people's fan castings and whatever, and like I feel like it's gotten her excited about it.
Definitely.
because she's been like, guys, I don't know, I don't have any details, but this would be sick.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's fun that Brooke is, an influencer, TikTok person, whatever, who is involved in book talk and also understands like fan casting and stuff. So I have a feeling that whenever it is finally cast or whatever, like she'll definitely take people's thoughts into
for
account.
sure. I think she'll have so much fun looking whatever.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
If people are available,
I'm
then why
looking
not?
at people's on TikTok. Oh, this person has Nicholas Gatlazine for Jonathan.
Nice.
Yeah,
Zoe Deutsch for Phoebe.
cute.
Yeah.
Ayo Edebiri for Meg. Oh, this
that would be cute.
Cutie McGee. What's his name again?
Oh
Tom
my
Blythe.
God,
Tom
Tom
Blythe for
Blythe.
Matthew.
Blythe is Matthew.
He
is a
could
good
be
one,
Matthew.
too.
Wow.
Hudson Williams for Finn.
I like Tom Blythe.
And then, ooh, this is actually a good one too. Oh my God, I'm forgetting his name though. What's his name? He's
see.
in
from
he's in the
Baby
the
Girl.
boxing movie with Zac Efron.
Shit,
Is that
what's his
Harris
name?
Dickinson?
Yes,
Harris Dickinson.
Harris
yes.
Dickinson.
He
Yes.
could be a good Alex.
Yeah, he could.
Wait, who the hell's Alex?
Or the gay
Oh,
friend.
the other gay friend.
yeah,
the other gay
I'm
friend.
sorry,
yeah.
I was thinking Jonathan.
Oh, yeah,
He'd
poor
be great
Alex.
as Alex. Wait, who's
who,
Alex?
Who the hell is Alex?
Poor Alex
and
the whole time.
John Logan, the actor John Logan could be a good Matthew.
Oh, yeah,
Antonio.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Cheryl. This person has as what's her name?
Oh,
Who?
what's her
From Dancing with the Stars.
Elaine.
Elaine.
Hendricks.
Elaine Hendricks
Yes.
for Cheryl, and then
I didn't recognize
funny
those
guy,
photos of her.
this funny guy
Oh,
for Teacher Rob.
From Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm making you do like guess this name.
Oh, I love him.
No, but
yeah,
what's
yeah.
his? It's
Jerry from Parks
Jerry,
and Rec.
Gary.
Yeah, Jerry,
Gary,
from Parks and Rec
Gary.
as Teacher
Yeah,
Rob.
I can't
That's
think of his
so
real name.
funny.
That would be a really funny Teacher Rob.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, these people they have great fan casting.
people are so good at this. It is
Yeah.
it is fun to see, but
There's still
Yeah.
one guy who I always want to cast for everything, and I will never remember his name, and I only can remember his face, and I can't exactly remember what show he's in. But he's like, I've talked about him, I think, every single time we do a casting.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't place this guy. I'm going to buckle down and like really try to find this guy. He is so cute, and I think he is so perfect in like a lot of these roles, and I just can't remember his name.
man, gotta
He's
work
tall,
on that.
brooding,
This girl
like
fan
same-
casted
I
herself.
gotta figure it out.
You know what?
And good for you.
You know what?
Yeah, she goes Phoebe Berman.
Hell
me.
yeah.
Who's the teacher friend? The older teacher friend?
Cheryl.
I could be Cheryl.
Yeah.
I'd like to cast
Oh,
myself
please.
as Cheryl.
No, wait, I think Cheryl's supposed to be like 60, right?
Whatever.
I don't know. She's definitely
Yeah.
older,
Compared to like a
definitely
27-year-old, you never know. I could look 60. I try hard enough.
Anything else you guys have been reading? I know, Gia, you've been cooking through Harry Potter
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I
cooking
finished
through.
Half-Blood Prince.
now. Yep.
Gave it 5 stars.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Love.
So good. The movie I always thought was underrated, but damn, is it so underrated compared to the book.
My favorite book.
Yeah, I
Half-Blood
will.
Prince.
I think it was
Second
very fair to say that as those books, those last like 3 books are so good.
Yeah.
But they're so ginormous.
Yeah.
That unfortunately
Massive.
so much had to be cut for the movies.
Yeah.
So despite loving the movies, like they really miss out on so much from the books.
Much. Like
yeah.
there's just so much character development.
Yeah.
And now that I'm on to Deathly Hallows, like so much with Dumbledore that's
It's
left
crazy.
out. So much with Voldemort, like the whole Half-Blood
Right.
Prince when they're going into the memories and
Yeah,
they're seeing
yeah.
you're seeing Voldemort at the orphanage,
Yeah.
Voldemort at Hogwarts. I'm like, show me sexy Voldemort, like show me sexy
I
Tom
can't
Riddle.
wait for the
Oh
series
my
to
God,
see more
because
Tom
all
Riddle.
Harry can talk about is how hot Tom Riddle is.
How about him? I know,
He's like-
which is so funny.
And this time he's looking even handsomer.
How
He's
about
handsomer
him-
than ever.
How about him schmoozing up Voldemort, schmoozing up like Helga Hufflepuff's descendant,
Yeah, it's
or whatever.
so
He
funny.
comes
Yeah,
in
like-
and it's like this little old lady, and she's like, "Oh, you know me, Tom." Like
Yeah.
she's making him tea,
And, like,
and he's
Voldemort
like
comes-
stealing her shit from behind the scenes.
It's so
amazing.
crazy. And like Voldemort comes back and like wants to teach so he can like infiltrate his way into Hogwarts. It's
Yep.
so much more interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The movies unfortunately just had to move the plot along
Yes.
so fast
Like, I
because
get
so
it, for
much
sure.
happens.
Right.
But
That it's like it leaves you so many of those details are left out.
so much of,
Yeah.
of Voldemort's
Yeah.
backstory is left out. So
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed Half-Blood Prince. I give it 5 stars. And now I'm on to Deathly Hallows. And the sequence of events of things that happen are so different.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really enjoying it. Like with the other books, like I kind of just like found myself reading after work and stuff.
Yeah.
But now with Deathly Hallows, like I'm reading like before bed, after
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm really into
Well,
it.
now at that point, it becomes kind of like a mystery. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we got to solve all these pieces. We got to save the fucking world.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, and
yeah.
it starts getting really intense.
There's so much like little details that
what
they
part
leave out.
exactly are you at in Deathly Hallows?
Ron had just they just got to Godric's Hollow.
Got it. So he's with just Hermione right now.
Yeah, so and they just
Yeah.
got attacked by Nagini as
Bathilda Bagshot.
And also, sorry, one more thing.
Crazy
Harry and Ginny's
reveal.
relationship is so much better in the books. Like
Yeah.
he's
Isn't it
yearning,
sexy and fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like yearning for her like the entire time. And like in the movies, it feels like she's like not even an afterthought.
She's like 5 words in the movie.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like they
It
did
is
Ginny
nuts.
so dirty. And yeah, like them like making out like on his birthday. I was like, get it, Harry, get it, Ginny.
What you posted, I think, on your story, like that. Sorry, I've been looking for a book the whole time. You posted on your story the moment where they like won the Quidditch match and Ginny has to sub in and she like runs over
I
and
was
right and
like,
kiss him
how
right on the
could they
lips.
leave that out. Oh, I was like so cute. Yeah. And then them like breaking up at Albus's at Dumbledore's funeral. Like the whole funeral in general and like the
Can you
tell-all
believe
book.
they didn't put the funeral in the book in
It's
the movies? I
crazy.
said we could have done an extra
Yeah,
5.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
We didn't need that
yeah.
much time for.
Yeah.
It could have just been like an
Yeah.
aerial shot of them all there because that, in my opinion, when they talk about the funeral and all the people that show up, it's like
Yeah.
a who's who of the Harry Potter
Totally.
universe, and,
And
it's
then like the whole
how'd you miss
tell-all
that?
book from Rita Skeeter and then like
Yeah.
them finding out. Oh, and then sorry, I could literally go on
The
for
life
hours.
and
But
lives of Albus Dumbledore.
Not Gilderoy, Grindelwald.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, were they roommates or were they lovers?
Exactly. History would
is
say they were
so
roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, like this. He like Loki hated Muggles in the beginning. Like, very interesting.
Yeah, that's why they say that there's really so much material to make prequel, almost like prequel
it makes
series.
me so
and-
much. Yeah. It makes me so excited for the TV series because I just
know.
am so excited for all the extra tidbits that people are going to be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think it's going to be tremendous. That's why anybody who's like, "What do we need this for?" I'm like, "You don't even fucking know."
Yeah.
Like if you didn't read the books, you don't
You
know.
don't know.
Like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
just so much
Yep.
more
So much
character development, etc.
Yeah.
Kelly, anything you got?
Yes, and this entire time I went to go look for it. I'm about to start reading the book called "Have a Great Summer." A friend of mine, it's friend of a friend, recommended it to
Hags?
me. Literally Hags, and it's by Francesca Cocci, Cocchi,
Oh, yeah.
and friend of a friend, but it's about the Jersey Shore.
Oh,
and
love.
I'm gonna
Yes.
get it for
Wait,
my
I've
Kindle
seen,
for
I've
the beach.
seen this
Yes.
all over. Actually saw it on TikTok.
Yes.
Because it was like people
It
were
just
talking about
came out, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it looks cutie, and I'm not usually like I love a beach read, but it's been a while since I've done a good beach read. Like I feel like I've been sucked into the fantasy sphere for a couple of years, and I finally got through Famesick. Great, by the way. I won't tell. Thank you.
There we go.
I won't tell you guys. I'd still highly recommend. Really, really loved it. So yeah, now I'm ready to start, and I've got beach time coming up, so I'm looking forward to some light reading about the Jersey Shore.
That'll be a perfect book for that.
I actually think she the author. I think follows all of us, or
definitely.
she's definitely. I've seen
She's
her
like
book.
one of my good friends. She's close with one of my good friends, and he texted me back in January.
Yeah.
Was like, put this on your list, blah blah blah. So very
I'll
excited.
have to put that
a great
on my
summer.
list too. I'm definitely in a little bit of a beach read moment. I've been on the beach the last couple of weekends. Was flying through a couple of them. I read Our Perfect Storm, which was the latest Carly Fortune book, and I really liked it. She just writes a really good male character, you know?
Love that.
She really, really does. And I know there's been so much back and forth with Every Year After and Every Summer After and all that with the changing of some of these characters, but this is an entirely different story. I think it would have been higher for me if the female character was like a little less annoying.
Yeah. Fair.
Because she was a little bit of a struggle for me. But George, amazing. Main character's name, she was a Francesca, but she goes by Frankie.
Oh, cutie.
But,
have you ever wanted to go by Frankie? Have you ever made anybody?
I wanted to.
Did you have a Frankie face?
I wanted to so badly. I wasn't allowed.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Similar to Matthew? No, he's Matthew.
Yeah.
No, she's Francesca.
Namara was like, Frankie? Why would you want to be called Frankie?
Do you want us to start calling you Frankie?
I tried it so hard in middle school. Nope.
No.
And then
like
my mom,
you're not a Frankie.
Mom approved Cheska. That didn't stick.
No, Cheska did not stick.
Cheska didn't stick.
I wouldn't want to call it Chessie. You didn't
get it. It just became Fran, but she's a Frankie in this book. This was another Best Friends to Lovers. I ended up reading 2 back-to-back Best Friends to Lovers, which I didn't really do on purpose.
Yeah.
And this one was, I don't know, I liked it a little better than the other one. But it was just like 2 kind of annoying, 2 female characters back to back that I read that were like, it's like, open your eyes.
Yeah.
This guy couldn't be yearning harder. Like, come on.
Those frustrate me, those kind of books. I love a Friends to Lovers when they, when they're both really, I would say like People I met on vacation was like my perfect level of Friends to Lovers. A little bit past that, I'm starting to get frustrated with them too.
But she was a great character. I did end up really like this. This was a 4 stars for me because it was also just, she's just a great writer. It was written beautifully. The scenery was beautiful. They were in an area of Canada that I don't really know anything about. So just visually, she created like really beautiful landscapes. I also read The Shippers by Catherine Senner. I like her a lot. That she's a very rom-com-y type of books. She's got one called The Bodyguard that I think is coming out with Leighton Meester is playing the lead.
Happy.
This was a little bit less for me. This was a 3.75. The other one was a 4. But very typical rom-com. I read this literally one day on the beach, so you go through it really fast.
Amazing.
Another really cute guy with a girl that you're like, come on.
Like, open your eyes, girl.
It was funny because it was set on a cruise ship, and like that leads to antics. That was called The Shippers.
Love.
That was cute. And then I just finished The Misconnection, which is Tia Williams. She wrote 7 Days in June, which I loved.
That book.
This was cute. A little steamier.
Ooh.
Love a steam.
But she wrote it. This is about she is a casting director, like badass New York City casting director. She has not to give too much away. Because it's not you don't find out till later. But she had an incident where she was being stalked by like a scorned someone who like she had turned down multiple times.
Sure, yeah, love her.
And she ended up contacting this detective. But then she goes on she has a flight to Italy. She sits next to super hot Italian guy. She's going to Paris. Super hot Italian guy. They meet. But they don't exchange names. It's a misconnection, hence the name situation.
Right.
Yeah.
So she goes back to the detective to be like, "Hey, can you help
find
this guy?"
hottie?
And of course, the detective's super hot. Detective is.
I was gonna say, what about the hot?
The detective is super hot. And it was a really, really cute story. I like this a lot.
Obsessed.
I actually just finished it last night, so I haven't even really thought about it great. But this probably is also a It's probably also a 3.75/4 in between there for me. Really
Love it.
cute, good story. I liked her a lot. I thought she was a fit. Like, really, both the characters were fantastic. So I really like
Amazing.
that. And that was it. Those I'm really just also it's a summer, so you
And what
start
about your
crushing through
process
this.
of throwing
I haven't
glass?
been reading.
Ugh, okay.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I real like this is the time of year when I'm reading on the beach.
Yeah.
And I struggle
You
to
need
read
pay
those on the
attention.
beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I need to read those in bed.
Yeah,
after
like
the beach.
I'm too just. There's a lot going on the beach. We sit with a lot of people.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of
yeah.
noises.
Everybody's trying to have
And
conversation.
I every time, like I'll open Airfire and then I end up, like reading the same page
to
5
lock in.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
And I'm like, I'm not retaining anything. That's
You gotta go
happening.
easy
I
for the
know.
beach.
And also weirdly in the summer, I don't know if you guys like this, but I like a physical book in the summer.
I feel
You
that
know,
too.
I like
yeah.
taking a
so
physical
I'm so in my Kindle
book.
now. I'm in my Kindle
I go
era.
back and forth. Like I
too.
have moments. And I go back and forth. Right now, I had actual like hardcovers of all these books.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate a hardcover.
I like that, you know, having it
I
in
like
the beach whole
paperback.
thing.
I like a hardcover book on the beach. Or I'm sorry, a soft cover book.
Yeah, I
on the
like.
beach.
I normally prefer a paperback, but I gotten a lot of these from Book of the Month, and they,
Yeah.
oh,
sure,
that's
yeah,
all.
they're
Yeah, I
always
usually
but-
prefer the actual book, but
Yeah,
with
Airfire I have on my Kindle, so it's like I haven't
with
been
Harry
picking
Potter,
it up as much.
and I feel like with Throne of Glass as well, like more fantasy books, it's almost easier to read on the Kindle because it's like
so heavy.
intimidating and heavy to like
Yeah,
read
yeah.
the
I'm
actual
not bringing.
book.
I'm not bringing.
They're ginormous.
Deathly
Like,
I'm
Hallows
reading
on
there
the
so
beach.
much
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
faster now.
oh my
Kindle.
god, being in
Totally.
like middle school and carrying around a copy
Yeah.
of these
Oh,
Harry
yeah.
Potter books, they were freaking huge.
It's crazy. I would try to climb my tree
Yeah.
in my backyard. Have to lug that big ass book up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Not for the faint of heart.
Okay, we do have we are reading Wild Dark Shore for our July
Yay!
book, and then Into the Blue
Yes.
is August. So we have July and August for you guys, depending on a couple different genres. I know Wild Dark Shore has been incredibly popular, and somehow none of us have read it yet, which
That's
kind of
so
surprised
crazy.
me.
I'm
because-
seeing immediately mixed reviews. Some
yeah,
Wild Dark Shore,
yeah.
and best book I ever read, and then also
I know,
totally disappointed. So
which
I'm excited to read.
I'm excited to read it now.
Yeah,
Like
me
now,
too.
it makes
Me
me
too. Yeah, me too.
more interested for sure.
Same.
So we have those two.
It makes it like
coming up.
less pressure to read, like less pressure to like it almost, because when everyone's like, it's so good.
Yeah, exactly. You can really
totally agree.
have your own opinion.
Yeah.
And if you're not in our Fable group, you can join at the Same Page Book Club on Fable. All the updates will be in there as well. Follow us on Instagram, Same Page Book Club, for all of our updates. And Rhea will be back for our July book.
Perfect.
So we're really excited for that. Wild Dark Shore will be back that second week or whatever it is. That middle of July.
Yeah,
Yep.
That
middle
middle
Thursday.
Thursday.
Point.
That yes.
Yep.
Whenever
Wherever
we're back
middle
from Europe.
of July falls.
16 probably.
Yeah.
My guess, while I'm looking at the calendar, would be July 16th. Yes.
Hell
I think that gives us some time to
Because I don't get back
take
till
some
this
vacation.
day.
Yeah. And July 16th, and then we'll wrap up on July 30th. So
Hell yeah.
thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you. We'll see you in July.
Love you guys.
Bye.